Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Alrighty guys, today we are covering cardio. I feel like cardio is probably the most hated thing when it comes to fitness. And I feel like it's one of the main reasons why people avoid fitness so much is because they're just terrified of doing the cardio or they just don't want to do it. Well, if you guys know anything about me, I actually love and adore cardio. Now, don't get me wrong, it was not always that way. And definitely I don't wake up every single morning and I'm just like, let's go do cardio. Like, no, that's not how it works. But what I did do was I was able to learn different styles and techniques that work for me. Hopefully some of these things will help you guys out and you can take some of these techniques or workouts that I like to do and incorporate them into your own workout so that eventually you guys can get to a point to where you don't cringe every time you hear the word cardio. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, then just keep watching. But first, if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe down below for new videos weekly, as well as find me on Instagram at HunterrChiltonn, 2 R's, 2 N's. And now let's get into the first workout, which is going to be, if you guys have been on my channel before, you already know, HIIT cardio. All right, let's get into it. First one is going to be HIIT cardio, high intensity interval training. If you guys aren't new to my channel, you guys have heard me preach this over and over again. So how HIIT cardio works, if you don't know, is you are basically getting out as much work possible in a certain amount of time, and then you're taking a minimal amount of rest, just enough to catch your breath so you don't go passing out, and then you're getting right back into it for a certain amount of workouts or time for that circuit. Then you take a few minutes rest and then you get back into it. Now personally, I find that the most optimal amount of time to do HIIT cardio is between 12 and 15 minutes. So here's some of the benefits and why you guys are sitting here questioning me on why the heck would you get out of bed and do that in the first place. So the first one is going to be you are doing an increased intensity, hence high intensity interval training. Whenever you increase the intensity in your workouts, you are exerting more energy, and exerting more energy equals more calories burned, which equals more fat loss. So that is the first thing. The second thing is that the oxygen and how you are depleting it. So what happens is that when you are working out for that 12 to 15 minutes of time, you are sitting there depleting your body of all of its oxygen, or a majority of the oxygen, and your body obviously needs to replenish that. Well, your body's not going to be able to replenish all that oxygen while you are doing that 12 to 15 minutes of work, but from doing that 12 to 15 minutes of work, you are depleting so much oxygen that it can take your body up to 24 to 48 hour period to replenish all that oxygen. And for your body to replenish all that oxygen, it's got to put in work. And what does that mean? When you're using more work, you're burning more calories. And that is just a great thing when it comes to HIIT cardio and depleting all of your oxygen, is that it's not about what you're burning or what you're doing while you're working out. It's the fact that you're not having to do anything 24 to 48 hour period after, but you're still burning calories, especially if you continue to do HIIT cardio on a regular basis or multiple times a week and kind of keep it in your workout schedule. The results will only keep increasing from there. And the third benefit is going to be it helps increase your endurance, which is amazing because that rolls over into your weightlifting sessions. You need really good endurance to be able to get good quality weightlifting sessions. And then the fourth thing is going to be your metabolism. I don't really feel like I need to sit here and explain to you guys what a metabolism is, but the slower your metabolism is going to give you a harder time with fat loss. So it's going to actually help boost up and increase your metabolism. So if that whole entire bundle does not just get you into feeling like, dang, you know, I really should just put in this 12 to 15 minutes, this very minimal amount of work to see all these amazing results, like I don't know what else will. So rolling over into the second one is going to be jump roping. Now, if you guys have never jump roped before, jump roping is amazing. It is probably the most beneficial piece of equipment you can have on you out of anything when it comes to seeing results in your body. It's inexpensive, it's portable, you can do it anywhere. So anytime you're doing any form of cardio that requires more muscles to be used, you're in turn using more oxygen, which, as I just explained with the HIIT cardio, you're going to be burning more calories because you're putting out more work, more energy. So that kind of follows in line with jump roping, because jump roping is like a full body workout. It requires your forearms, your shoulders, your core, your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, your calves. It requires pretty much everything to perform that exercise. And also jump roping has some other benefits that are amazing as well when it comes to like mental focus, because because it's going to help you with your rhythm, with your timing, and with like coordination. So that definitely comes into play with other things if you either do sport training or you are in other sports. Jump roping is just an overall amazing workout, as well as with depleting your oxygen and in turn reaping all those benefits like I was talking about with the HIIT cardio. Now jump roping actually kind of like weasels its way into the third workout I'm going to talk about, which is going to be boxing. Now for all my ladies out there, if you are a woman and you have never boxed before, I suggest you go find a boxing class that's close to you. Maybe your gym offers one. Go online, order yourself a punching bag or some gloves, or even if you can't even afford any of that stuff, just go ahead and just do some shadow boxing in your living room and throw on a YouTube video and kind of just follow along. There's tons of workouts on there. But boxing, especially for a woman, is probably one of the most empowering workouts you can do. It just makes you feel so powerful and so strong, and I want every woman to be able to feel that experience. So if you haven't, I really stress you guys to really try it out. So excited to see nowadays that boxing is so much more popular among the women community, which is just so amazing, and I see it offered all over the place. So boxing is going to be great for shedding the lbs, getting in shape, because it is an overall whole body workout. It is a high intense workout, especially if you are sitting there throwing combos or throwing, you know, a few jabs over and over and over again with minimal rest in between, which is what typically people tend to do. You're doing the same type of training as high intensity interval training, where you're pushing out as much work and as much force as you can and then taking minimal rest. So you're sitting there depleting your oxygen source. Great for that. As well as it is so beneficial to your other workouts when it comes to like weightlifting and things, because you're sitting there and exerting all this force onto the bag or wherever you're hitting over and over and over again. And what that is actually doing is it is improving your strength and your power, which is going to especially overlap into like your compound movements. Anything, it's going to overlap into that because it's helping improve your endurance, improve your strength, improve your power. And then also falling in line with, again, with the mental focus. It's really good with hand-eye coordination, which again can play in line with other forms of activity that you may be doing in the gym or on a sports team. And of course, it's just overall great for your health and just your overall body and shedding a lot of fat in a small amount of time. Going into the fourth thing, which actually has nothing to do with boxing, but that is going to be the STAIRMASTER. Now, I'm going to tell you guys how to use it correctly to actually benefit you, instead of it turning into just another low intensity form of training to where you're not really gaining many benefits out of it. Now, I know the STAIRMASTER, you see a lot of girls do it and sit on it for hours and hours on end, but I'm going to show you guys how I like to do it personally to benefit me the most. So the STAIRMASTER is great because it is a whole lower body workout if you are doing the form correctly. Now, if you're one of those people that sits there and uses the handlebars on the side and you hunch over and you're leaning over and you're just dragging your feet along, you're not going to get as many benefits out of somebody who is doing it correctly. Doing it correctly is going to be as if you are just walking up the stairs with your body upright, shoulders back, nice tight core, and walking just up along the stairs like you would any other staircase. That is how you're going to do the form correctly on a STAIRMASTER. As far as leaning on the sides and using most of your weight against the machine and kind of just dragging your feet along isn't really going to benefit you as much. You're still going to see some results, but definitely not as many as you would with correct form. Now, the reason why the STAIRMASTER is such a great form of cardio is because since it is using all your lower body muscles, those are the largest muscles in your body. And remember, I was telling you guys about how the more muscles you use, the more oxygen you're burning, which in turn is burning more calories, which is burning more fat. That is exactly what you are doing. So you're sitting there using all these lower body muscles, which is going to help you build lean muscle mass. It's going to help you with toning, but you're also going to be burning an excess amount of fat because you are using so many of your lower body muscles and the largest muscles in your body in general. And another thing that is amazing as well is that it is low impact. So if you're somebody that struggles with an injury or a previous injury and you can't really be jumping up and down and jumping all around, it's definitely a great alternative to something like HIIT cardio. I suggest going at a high intensity pace. My STAIRMASTER I think goes up to 20, and I'm always at least at 14, which is a pretty fast pace since most people usually go on like 3 or 4. That's not going to do nothing for you. You need to spike up that heart rate, get those muscles burning, get that blood flowing, deplete that oxygen, and then there you have it. You are mastering the STAIRMASTER and burning those lbs. And weaseling our way into the fifth and final of my favorite go-to cardio exercises for optimal fat burning results, seeing yada yada yada, is going to be reverse pyramid training. What you're going to do is you are going to pick either your heaviest weight or a very challenging weight for you, and you're going to start with that weight for a low amount of reps. And then as you carry on throughout your sets, you're going to be decreasing the weight and increasing the reps. The reason why this is so great and this is considered cardio is because you're camouflaging your cardio into your weightlifting session because it is such a high intensity impact workout. But the other great thing about this is you're also able to still work on your strength and building muscle while you're burning the fat at the same time, because what you're doing is you're not exhausted, you're not completely depleted, completely fatigued yet, because you haven't done all these other sets before you got to your heaviest weight, to where you wouldn't be able to push out as many reps as you do when you first start out with it. So starting out with your heaviest weight first is actually giving you have enough strength in you, because you're still kind of fresh from that exercise, to push out and exert as much force as you possibly can to get as many reps out as you can, which is great for building strength. And then as you're dropping the weight and increasing the reps, right after that, falling into your other sets for the workout with minimal rest periods as much as possible, then what you're doing is you're tapping into the fat burning, you're building size, building muscle as well. So that is what it is great for. The only key tip I do need to give you guys is that for your first, usually exercise only, so let's say you go in and you're gonna do reverse pyramid training, but you wanna start off with squatting. For your first exercise, you need to do warm-up sets first. I don't want you guys getting off of your treadmill from warming up and then going straight and squatting, your heaviest weight. You will freaking injure yourself so easily doing that. What I want you guys to do is maybe do like 2 to 3 warm-up sets with like just the bar and adding some light weight, just to get your body nice and warmed up. And of course, I know you guys have already done your stretching and your mobility and all of that, but you want to make sure that you are getting your body, a little bit warmed up and accustomed to some of the weight before just slapping on heavy ass weight on your back. You don't want to be going and doing that. But then following 1 or 2 exercises after that, following that, you're able to just easily start with the heaviest weight and work your way down. You will never feel more of a burn and more of an exhaust from a muscle than when you try reverse pyramid training style. Trust me on that one. So here you guys are able to still do your favorite weightlifting workouts, but you're just doing it in a form that turns it more into a cardio exercise, which allows you to burn more fat, work on the intensity and on your endurance, while still being able to push some heavy dope weight and look freaking badass in the gym, but you're still working on your lean gains and on burning the fat at the same exact time. And so there you have it, you guys. Those are my 5 go-to ways when it comes to shedding some fat and getting in shape and snapping back into it quick. I like to keep these styles and techniques into my workout week multiple times a week, just so that way I can, maintain my results, but at the same time, I know when to pick up the intensity and throw in some extra sessions if, I've been binging in the pantry a little too longer than I should be, because, we all have those moments. So if you guys have not tried any of these out, or there's some you haven't tried yet, try them out for yourself. Let me know what you think. And if you guys want to go ahead and comment down below any other video suggestions you guys have, if you guys want more lifestyle videos, more food videos, you have any questions, you want a Q&A, any other muscle parts you guys would like. I know I've been putting up a lot of leg workouts lately just because they're the ones people tend to usually want to see the most. But if you have any other videos you guys would like to see, please comment those down below, as well as any questions you guys have, because you guys know I'll get back to you. And thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next one, bye guys.